Welcome to Everything Currency. This is a show where we talk about everything crypto and mo. I'm your host Jay, and today I am on another crypto walk on one of the best days of the year, and I want to talk to you guys about one of the best projects, in my opinion, in the crypto space, and that is Luxo. Lyxe. Now, I was going to sit in front of the computer and do this video and show you guys a website, but when I was doing my research on Luxo, a bunch of people were sitting in front of the computer and showing everybody the website, and I couldn't get a good understanding of what this project was all about, why does it have potential, and all this good stuff. So I just want to talk to you guys on this walk about why Luxo has potential, why it has potential, why I think it can go up, and why I believe that right now collecting 32 Luxo is going to be something that is very valuable in the future. This is not financial advice, but that's just what I think. So let's talk about Luxo real quick. What is it? Luxo is a layer 1. Yes, we have a bunch of layer 1s, we have a bunch of layer 2s. It's starting not to make sense how many we have. So why do we need Luxo? Well, let's just talk about who created Luxo for a minute. It is Fabian Vogelsteller, him and his wife, CEO and CTO. Shout out to them. And the reason why he created Luxo instead of building on top of Ethereum is because he was an early developer on Ethereum, right? And we have something on Ethereum called the ERC20 token. All of the Ethereum tokens that are not NFTs are pretty much ERC20 tokens right now at this point in time, which is a standard that he proposed, right? And it's a standard that everybody uses, and it's a standard that is not the best standard out there. Like, it has problems, it has its issues. We have layer 1 ERC20s, layer 2 ERC20s, and pretty soon layer 3, 4, and 5 ERC20s. And this is going to get even more ridiculous for someone like me. The longer you stay in crypto, the more tokens you have. You're on 7 different blockchains with a whole bunch of different wallets, with a whole bunch of different standards, with a whole bunch of different updates and all type of stuff that goes along. And it's creating an ecosystem that is very, very muddy. So basically, this is what he's trying to fix. So he came out and said, hey, we created the ERC20s, we built on this, but it wasn't the best we can do, and I couldn't go on something that wasn't the best we can do. Why don't we just start from scratch? And then he created Luxo, and then underlying under Luxo is what's called some LSPs, which are just licensing standards, right? And there's about 10 of them. I'll do another video where we look at some of the documents and take a look at what these 10 different standards are. But across the crypto industry, we need standards, right? If you ever used a layer 1 and you went to layer 2, you can see how that can be confusing and even stupid at times. And if you don't even know what a layer 2 is, that's also a problem, right? Because then we got to teach people how to use layer 2s, you know. So trying to do something new that actually gets rid of all that. They have some identity standards, which is what we need. Now, identity is huge for cryptocurrency right now, because once we get identity figured out in crypto, the market is going to explode, because then we are going to be able to do what's called uncollateralized debt. And that means that's like when you buy a house, you put $100,000 down. You don't have $1 million to put down for your house here in San Jose, so you put $100K down, and then someone loans you $900,000 because you got all this good credit history and all that good stuff, right? We can't do that in crypto yet, because no one is supposed to trust anybody, right? So whenever we figure out how to get uncollateralized stuff, this whole, majority of the world's money figured out, all that will come into crypto, and it will just explode, the market based on use case, not based on speculation. It'll be less speculative once we figure out more, or it will be more speculative and less speculative at the same time. It'll just be growth. Let's just say that it'll have growth. And this is what they're trying to propose through some of these standards. Identity, you can create a universal profile. I'm going to do that in another video, because I have to show you guys how to set up the extension for Luxo, because it is not available yet, which brings me to my next thought. Mainnet. The Mainnet is not released yet. Mainnet has been coming soon for a long time. There's been a lot of testing being done in both the CEO, Fabian Vogelsteller, and his wife, I don't even want to say her name because I might get it wrong, but they have been hinting that Mainnet is coming soon. Now, when Mainnet's coming soon, it's going to have similar economics like Ethereum, where you have to stake 32 Luxo to be a validator. And that brings me to why I believe that collecting 32 Luxo right now is going to be a pretty nice bet, because 32 Luxo right now at the price of $9, it's like 320 bucks to get a validator. And I'm just thinking, hey, if this thing grows at all, it's gonna cost more than 332 bucks to get a node, you know. So that's just one of the reasons why I'm hyping up Luxo. But back to the problems and the stuff that we're fixing. So we got the licenses and the identity part out of the way. They're trying to handle that over Luxo. So Luxo calls themselves the blockchain for the creative economy. A lot of people call themselves that, and I know, like, you probably heard that at least 10 times from different blockchains and stuff like that. But I think Luxo is creating a blockchain for people to create easy NFTs. They got something called a NFT 2.0. We'll talk about that in another video, but it is something that's going to help creators get paid more money, and also it works with the fashion industry. And CTO, I'll put a picture of her up. How about that? She's in the fashion industry, and Luxo is pretty well connected in the fashion industry, and they're going to be having what I think is something that might take off a little bit more than virtual reality, which is AR fashion accessories. There might be parties where people do their AR fashion accessories. You know, you put on, you know, you get your NFTs, you wear them to the party, and people can get out their phones, or they can wear their glasses and see your, you know, see your AR. That's a nice. It flew right into the sun, but it was black, and then it had like red wings. Never seen a bird like that before out here. But so being connected to the fashion industry, it is pretty dope. They have a project called the Dematerialized that is CTO'd by the CTO of Luxo, and they are using the Luxo blockchain themselves and finding any bugs. It's kind of like a very good test net for somebody who's, oh, look at that one. Now, he literally just put on a show for you guys, so you got to say thank you, because he literally just was like, oh, you missed the red one? Here I am, you know. And there's a bunch of these birds over here. I've never been to this hiking spot before. As you guys can see, it's not really even that far outside the city. It's like literally on the side. There's like a fake lake over there that way, and I didn't want to go to the fake lake because it's always packed. So I said, you know what, let's go to where the water comes from. So where were we? Oh yeah, Luxo and fashion. So Luxo got things going on with the fashion industry. They got the Dematerialized. There's actually NFTs on there that you could buy right now and check that out. So I'm pretty excited about this project, especially with the market cap and the price right now. I think at below $10, Luxo is a steal. And I started talking about Luxo on this channel when it was about $5, and the mainnet hasn't even dropped yet. So right now, if you buy Luxo LYXE token, it's actually going to get switched out for the LYX token. So people who don't like doing like token swaps and stuff like that, you know, a couple of you guys asked me to mention that before, like, are we going to have to swap this token out later? Yeah, we might have to swap it out later. It might be automatic. I don't know yet, but it's just something to look at if you want to get in like pretty damn early before the mainnet even drops, and have yourself 32 Luxo for about 300 bucks. You know, that is a very very good value proposition. Remember, this is not financial advice because I'm not a financial advisor, but yeah, take a look at it. Subscribe to the channel. We'll be talking about Luxo more on this channel, diving more deeper into these projects, look under the hood. This is just to get you guys up to date on what's really going on. So remember, think positive and positive things will happen. RIP to crypto roots, and never finish a negative statement about currency. Until next time, peace.